All right. Well, let's talk about the man of the hour, Jeremy Sochan. Jeremy Sochan is going to be first team all rookie at this rate. We just covered ourselves. I didn't even realize that. Shout out to Bude, though. You get the comment to cover us up. We'll go ahead and turn that off. But yeah, it really felt like he was kind of the motor getting things going to start this one. I know that it was a slow start, like we mentioned, but he really played well all game. We've said it all year, but his defensive versatility, he picked Anthony Edwards once. I don't know how many total steals he had tonight. Just that one had a block as well. But I mean, just does so many things that don't show up on the stat sheet, Ethan. And on top of that, started 2 for 2 from 3, which we love to see. You know, he's like we mentioned, he is not a developed offensive player, but he's got all the tools and the development staff to get better at the things that he doesn't really have developed right now.
He's figuring it out on offense. He's figuring it out as far as where he can get his shots, where he can get easy baskets. He's not going to be a post-up player. He's not going to be a knockdown sniper as of yet. He will knock down a few every once in a while like he did tonight. He started out 2 for 2. Great sign. It's not a broken jump shot. So I think that's a really good sign. It'd be one thing if he was like Ben Simmons out there where it was just ugly to watch him shoot threes. But he has nice form. It's just a matter of reps and getting used to playing along the perimeter for him. But you're right, Jude. Defensively, he's already at an NBA level defensively. Like really a terrific defender. He guarded 1 through 5 tonight, and not once did he look uncomfortable or phased. You know, you can't out quick him. Lateral quickness is just off the charts, and you can't really outstrength him. Cat and Rudy were having issues posting him up and backing him down because he picks at the ball. He's a pest, and he's able to get under their skin. And I think it's super important for a guy who's supposed to be the most versatile defender in the draft. I think he is definitely showing us that he is that. But to me, what's been his second most impressive thing is he's quickly becoming the catalyst of our offense, despite not being a great scorer.
Right.
You know, you can move the ball through him. He makes the right passes. He knows where to position himself to be a good screener or a good distraction, a good cutter, whatever it might be. For a rookie to come in and feel so comfortable in our system this quickly is extremely impressive because I don't know the last time that's happened, Jude. It
It's probably
usually
the
takes our
reason we're
guys
starting him.
probably because how often does it take Primo still getting used to our system?
Right.
You know, KJ, it took at least a year. Devin, a year and a half. Like, it takes a while for these guys to get comfortable in
Mm-hmm.
their roles, and he's really kind of figured it out on his own, and that's shows tremendous basketball IQ.
Yeah, he is just looking like a better player and a better pick every game.
Mhm.
The Minnesota broadcasters were once again talking about it today, even though Minnesota had a lot more success tonight. He's somebody that a lot of teams are going to notice. I remember like at one point specifically in the broadcast, the Minnesota broadcasters, after he made a player, pick somebody up like before half court. They were saying like this dude Sohan is going to be a player for the Spurs down the line.
Yeah.
And you can see it, like you were just mentioning. You know, Pop does not throw a lot of 19-year-olds in the starting lineup. And granted, in the context of this team, there's more opportunity for that, especially at his position. But still, you saw all 3 power forwards play tonight. So it's not like he's taking anybody's minutes really either. Like,
Mhm.
and he can play we don't really, but he can play the 3. I think he did play the 3 tonight. There were some random
Sometimes he does,
lineups
yeah.
that we had out there. But the thing is, like, if you've got other shooters around, like you can play him at the 3 and play KBD at the 4 because he makes up for the spacing. And
Mhm.
that's the only issue with playing Sohan at the 3 because he can do everything else. And as we showed tonight, like you can't just leave him open. He can knock it down too. And that's just going to keep getting better throughout his career. And you were talking about him and what he does for the offense. Not only does he also sometimes get left open, but it's just like you said, the way that he can play make. He just opens everything up by just his presence, like just all of the things that he does well. Yes, there are some things that aren't developed yet, as we've continued to mention, but overall, he really like he's the catalyst, I think, to a lot of the success on offense right now, at least in these last 2 games. That's for sure.
It's the Draymond Green factor. He was compared to him on draft night. He talks about Draymond being a guy that he idolized growing up. And I think first of all, he's way more athletic, has way more
Right.
upside than Draymond Green,
Mhm.
but just
It's that
it's
kinda
that
impact.
yeah, it's almost undefinable. Like when you watch the Warriors, you're like, Draymond's so important. I don't know why, but
Right.
without him on the court, they would not be winning right now. And it's that same factor that my boy Sohan has.
Yes, I like it. Our man H.Q says pop for Prez question mark always.
That's my
Um,
cousin.
well, technically he's already the president. He's already the president of the San
Mm,
Antonio Spurs.
that's right.
So
A
pop is
position that
Prez.
I'm wondering if he will continue to
Right.
hold post coaching career.
Very interesting. But like I mentioned on Monday, remember what Sean Elliott said to the Minnesota broadcasters?
That's right. He could be coaching for a lot longer than we're expecting. And honestly, I'm for it. Oh, Jeremy Sohan is him. What did I say in the text earlier? Was it yesterday? It's not Jeremy Sohan, it's Jeremy So him.
Yes.
Because he is
Yes.
him. He is that guy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Our man Bude says Jeremy's not going to be a triple single player. That
Well, you
is
know what
for
I mean.
show.
Impact, not statistically. Hopefully, he's way better than triple single.